Today's headlines. Vietnamese Party Chief Tô Lâm receives CEO of WARBURG PINCUS. And later on, Vietnam expands agriculture, forestry, and fisheries loan package to $4 billion. Hello, you're currently tuning in to today's headline, our bulletin, updating you on the most notable news of the day. You're with me, Dylan Lay. And on the top news of today, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm met with Jeffrey Perlman, CEO of WARBURG PINCUS and co-chairman of the ASEAN-US Business Council on Friday morning. The party leader affirmed Vietnam's strong commitment to creating favorable conditions for foreign businesses, including U.S. enterprises, to invest and operate effectively and sustainably. He also thanked the U.S. side for supporting Vietnam in resolving tariff issues and called for continued advocacy to boost bilateral trade negotiations. CEO Perlman expressed confidence in Vietnam's investment environment, affirming WARBURG PINCUS's intention to continue long-term investments that contribute positively to Vietnam's development. Under the chairmanship of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, the government convened its second legal-themed session of April this morning to discuss 5 draft laws for submission to the National Assembly's 9th session. These include amendments to the laws on planning, state budget, enterprises, credit institutions, and other related laws. The Prime Minister stressed the importance of these laws in advancing the socialist-oriented market economy, highlighting the need for open, enabling policies alongside strong oversight. He also noted the government's plan to submit 37 draft laws and resolutions at the upcoming session, urging agencies to ensure timely, high-quality completion. Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính met with Japanese Ambassador to Vietnam Ito Naoki today on April the 18th, during which he highlighted Japan's contributions to the recent P4G summit and praising the growing comprehensive strategic partnership between the two nations. The Prime Minister called for deeper cooperation in science, digital and green transformation, tech transfer, energy and food security, and high-quality human resources training. He also urged Japan to expand next-generation ODA funding for key infrastructure projects like high-speed rail, metro systems, and nuclear energy, as well as closer coordination in the Vietnam's Nghi Sơn refinery project. Ambassador Ito reaffirmed Japan's strong ties with Vietnam and expressed support for enhanced cooperation across these strategic areas. A preferential credit package worth $4 billion for the agriculture, forestry, and fisheries sectors has just been announced by the State Bank of Vietnam. This support measures is an expansion of a previous credit package targeted at the agriculture, forestry, and fisheries sectors, which saw rapid disbursement thanks to its interest rates being 1% to 2% per year lower than standard loans. As a result, this preferential credit package is expected to effectively help business accelerate and overcome challenges amid global economic fluctuations.
Since July 2023, the credit package to support the agriculture, forestry, and fisheries sector has been expanded 4 times. To date, 15 commercial banks have registered to participate in this preferential credit package, of which the Vietnam Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development will implement it with a credit limit increased by more than 30%.
Agribank registered to participate with a credit limit of up to $773 million United States dollars, while focusing on simplifying procedures and applying technology to deploy the package on electronic devices, so that businesses and cooperatives can access it as quickly as possible.
This 90-day accelerated credit package will be a great help. This policy is very suitable for small and micro enterprises that have had little access to capital to improve their production capacity.
As of February this year, the total cumulative disbursement of the previous credit package had reached nearly $2.3 billion United States dollars, providing capital support to nearly 13,400 corporate customers. Expanding the loan target to cover the entire agricultural, forestry, and fisheries sector also opens up stronger investment opportunities for deep processing.
Our plan is to open another factory by 2026 to target official agricultural exports, especially products from Hung Yen. Therefore, the capital demand is very large. We hope to receive credit sources from banks.
With an unprecedented scale, the $4 billion United States credit package not only solves the capital problem for businesses in urgent times but also supports the sustainable direction of the agricultural sector. It is expected that Vietnam's agriculture, forestry and fishery will break through.
Coming up next, P4G Summit fosters partnering for green growth. And later on, major events to celebrate 50 years of national reunification. Moving on to other important updates, during Friday's discussion on the theoretical and practical foundation research to draft a resolution for promoting and adopting nuclear energy for peaceful purposes and serving the country's development in the new era, Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Chí Dũng urged the Ministry of Science and Technology to finalize and submit the resolution for approval by June this year. The Deputy Prime Minister also emphasized that the process of drafting the resolution should align with international standards, particularly consulting the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, and ensure it is tailored to Vietnam's specific conditions. Vietnam is emerging as a trusted global voice in realizing green ambitions. As a founding member and the host of the 4th P4G Summit, the Partnering for Green Growth and the Global Goals 2030 Forum, Vietnam highlights its commitment to building a greener future and bringing nations together to achieve it. At the summit, Vietnam also put forward key proposals focused on advancing science and technology, fostering innovation, and promoting digital transformation in relation to green growth.
The P4G Summit has fostered many signing ceremonies worth hundreds of millions of US dollars and opportunities valued in the billions. Several initiatives aiming to boost public-private investment in green finance were also proposed. The summit considers this year's theme, Sustainable, People-Centered Green Transition, a strategic success.
It was amazing. We saw discussion between very large companies, presentations by smaller companies, by startups.
The government put the agenda, the futuristic agenda, to the world, and then inviting the startups, young entrepreneurs, and the new technologies to the platform.
During the summit, the P4G International Secretariat announced an additional $4.7 million US dollars in funding for 17 innovative climate startups.
At P4G, we connected with a Kenyan partner who purchased our product for trial on their farmland. Opportunities like this only come from international forums like P4G.
With around 1,700 delegates, P4G has even drawn attention beyond the forum.
The P4G initiative clearly reflects the ambition we've shared over the past 2 years. Our goal is to spark a global financial overhaul through deep reform of the multilateral financial system and more effective mobilization of private capital.
At P4G, Vietnam's party and state leaders sent a strong message to the international community about the country's commitment to green transition. This helped lay the foundation for the successful adoption of the Hanoi Declaration and the P4G Statement, fostering cooperation with multilateral organizations towards green transition and sustainable development.
A series of major events will be held to mark the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South and National Reunification Day. The announcement was made at a press conference on April the 18th by the Central Steering Committee for the commemoration of key national holidays and historical events. The national celebration will take place at 6:30 a.m. on April the 30th, broadcast live on VTV1. For the first time, the event will feature a parade of representative overseas Vietnamese. Leading up to April the 30th, Ho Chi Minh City will host various events, including a 3D mapping performance, symphony concert, traditional and contemporary art displays, a drone show with 2,000 drones, and fireworks. A special art program featuring renowned artists will be held on the night of April the 29th. April the 19th marks Vietnamese Ethnic Culture Day. On this occasion, the Vietnam Ethnic Culture and Tourism Village in Son Tay Town, Hanoi, offers locals and visitors the chance to experience a vibrant series of cultural events showcasing the rich traditions of ethnic communities from across the country. Hundreds of artisans and members from 16 ethnic groups who regularly reside and performed at the village, such as the Muong, Mông, Taoi, Cơ Tu, and Khmer, will take part in traditional festivals and cultural activities. Also today, a conference titled Summary of Coordination Efforts in Mobilizing Ethnic Communities to Participate in Activities at the Vietnam Ethnic Cultural and Tourism Village is being held. The event aims to improve policies and encourage broader, more meaningful community involvement in sustaining and enriching this cultural model. And up next, let's have a look at the weather forecast for Vietnam and other locations in the world. And that is all for today's headlines. To rewatch our program, you can visit our website or YouTube channel or download a mobile app VTVgo for more. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.